we got a whole lot of controversy to talk about right here. I mean, I did talk about it a little bit on my TikTok. I couldn't wait. I can't lie. I couldn't wait. I had to get it while it was hot. The Caitlin Clark controversy. If y'all saw it, if y'all didn't go check it out, let me know how
You
y'all
see
feel.
me comment when I said I can't wait for the fight.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just got the notification about Shay.
yeah, yep. But anyways, yeah, man, you had something to talk about in regards to the NFL.
Did you see that? So I guess they put in flag football as like a thing for the 2028 Olympics, and they said NFL players is eligible to play in it.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Nope,
so
I definitely didn't see.
that's a big thing, or no?
Nah,
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I mean, I
I
guess
don't
it'll
know.
be
It's a
fun
big
to
thing
see
to
they
me.
can compete in the Olympics, but I mean,
Olympics, but yeah, I know they did that. They do that for the Pro Bowl. They switched it up and made them do flag football. But
they might
for the
as well.
Olympics, I don't know. We'll see who all playing. Like you know what I mean. Until we find out who all gonna be involved in it, they be like, oh, you might want to see him or see whatever they do.
Yeah,
But
that's what I guess it'll be fun, like because the
right,
NFL players will be in it. But other
yeah,
than
but
that,
I
I'm
ain't gonna.
like, I guess
Yeah, but I ain't gonna cap. I ain't too fond of no flag football though.
that's
You,
what I'm saying. Like the
yeah,
way
I
they
don't
put it
think I
out
care.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it because it'll personally, I don't think there's no possible way for you to really have like football in the Olympics. Me,
right,
only reason is because I don't think it lasts long enough. Because think about it, your body only can take one game a week,
right.
like physically wise. That's why usually when you play that short week, you always
Hmm.
can see it in the team or whatever.
Right.
So what that would have to last at least like what like damn near 2 or 3 months if they tried it in the Olympics.
Mm. Probably,
So
probably.
yeah, but I mean, I guess it'll be fun to see the NFL players. But who y'all playing against though? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see.
Is flag football like that big in other countries? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
Right? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, why?
That's
What made
what
them
threw
come
me
to this
off as soon as they
conclusion? Like,
said it. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm like, who is
like is it
Eve Slachowka is going to be playing? Like I don't know. I'm just saying, bro. I don't know who's over there. Who plays flag football over there?
you did wrong for that. You did wrong.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, right now we chopping it up talking about the flag football that's supposed to be integrated in the 2028 Olympics for football, I guess. So that'll be interesting.
I'm just trying to see who's over the waters that's playing flag football. Like maybe they'll probably
Yeah.
start in a couple years because of it. Like
Oh,
appreciate,
appreciate that for sure. Appreciate that.
yeah. I
But
don't know. I don't understand how we gonna do a
yeah, yeah,
flag
I'm
football
iffy on that.
Olympics, bro. I don't get it. But
Yep.
now you said what you want to talk about the NFL because what was going on?
Oh yeah, they banned they were working on having a discussion about banning the tush push. Like a couple teams had put it. No, actually it was 22. They said it was. It was supposed to be about you had to have 24 votes and then they could have banned it. But
Yo,
it
what
was
up,
only
Jimmy?
22. Yeah, what's up, Jimmy? So the tush push still alive. And my take on it is I really don't care because it's like this. Stop them. Stop them where they won't have an opportunity to use that.
Bro, it's
And
basically like
if you
a
can't, that's
QB.
on you.
It's basically like
Huh?
a QB sneak, but the whole line just falls in
Yeah,
front
it
of it.
just falls in
Like
front of them. Yeah. Oh well, and
it's
then that's the
like
only way they can do it. Like this something where as though like they were doing something every down and you can't stop it. It's just like the goal is to make sure they don't get into position to be able to use the touch push. Like what are we doing?
yeah, you're acting like they're doing it like 20 plays
Yeah,
straight or something.
appreciate that, Jimmy. Hopefully you
Appreciate you.
stay
Yo.
on and hopefully you enjoy the show and can stay on in the future. But yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah, that's one of the weirdest. Like I don't know. It's just complaining at this point because I feel like if they didn't win
Yeah,
the Super Bowl, nobody would be talking about it.
talk about it right. Like it's just like, come on, bro. I'm over it, and I'm glad they've been this been ongoing for a while now. So I'm glad that it's over with. We don't got to hear about it no more. We don't got to hear people arguing and crying over on Twitter, X,
Yeah, but
formerly known as Twitter. Because some people will get mixed up. That's why I always got to say that, y'all.
man, it's
But
Twitter,
yeah,
man. About
it's
some
Twitter, right? Right. But these new folks, they gonna say X, so they like
yeah.
Twitter.
You'll have somebody trying to correct you when they hear it.
Like,
Yeah,
no, it's X now.
be like Twitter. Do we mean
Twitter
X? Like,
X. It's
well, it
like
was just Twitter not too long ago. Like, what?
get out of here. But yeah, bro, like that's all. I'm just glad that it's over with. So you just gotta stop it. Like I
It should
said,
have
you
never
just gotta
been. I
stop
I feel like it should have never been a thing as far as like trying to ban it. Like,
it. Yeah,
it,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing? Like, I can't remember the teams who was involved with it, but I definitely know I seen the Packers come across it. And if
later,
you,
Jimmy.
all right, you too, Jimmy. And
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird to me on that one.
yeah, hopefully the Eagles feel away. I mean, I don't like the Eagles. I hate the Eagles, but hopefully the Eagles feel away again when they see the Packers. Be like, yeah, y'all try to be in the tush push. It's up.
All right, now let's get into it. Cause for whatever
Yes, sir.
reason, you just such on Caitlin Clark's side with this thing. What's going on with you?
Oh, it's not that I'm on Caitlin Clark's side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just on the basketball side of things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, normally that's what happens when you're in that situation and you can't um get to, like, she was out of position, Caitlin Clark, she was. So she had to get over there quick. So Angel Reese couldn't put the ball up and possibly get an N one. So you know what I mean? She did the right thing. And also again on that play, people were saying that she extended double pushed her, Caitlin Clark,
Yeah, she
double
did.
pushed Angel Reese. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
But Angel Reese did flop a little bit. That's all I got to say. It did look like a little flop. Oh, wait. And another thing before you go, right? We're gonna touch on this a little bit later, but I gotta speak on this, right? RG3. The way he said it, or whatever, people may not like it, but that was true. I do agree with that. She didn't have that same energy when Alyssa Thomas did a way harder foul on her and Alyssa Thomas got ejected.
Last
She
year,
didn't
right?
want that smoke. Yup, last year. She didn't want that smoke. So why you know what I mean? I don't care who it is, bro. Like, listen, it could be Minnie Mouse. It could be whoever. It could be the biggest, toughest person in the world. You hit me a certain way, bro. I'm like that. It's gonna be that same energy.
With
We
that
ain't
being
doing that.
said,
But anyways,
Alyssa Thomas foul was harder. However, it was
however,
some follow through push. It was a follow through push.
nah,
She
she
grabbed
flopped.
her, and
I'm
then you
not.
can see like she like does another stumble, Angel Reese or whatever, with her body movement. Cause then her arm extended, Caitlin Clark's did, and then when she fell, she just stared at her. She did
The
stare her
steer,
down.
no, the steer was just like this. The see, like, what happened, and then she turned around, and
Mm-mm.
then that's when. No, no, my fault. She turned around after she saw Angel get up, like how her reaction, Angel
Yeah,
Reese's
but
reaction,
but all
got
the way
up.
down, she waited to make sure they got eye contact. That was a stare down, and I'm not mad at it.
Ah,
I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying I think that's what when it's you know how it is now.
right,
You can't do that type of stuff. You get attacked and all that. But I'm not saying that it should have been a flagrant. I'm just going over the things that probably went into calling it a flagrant.
right.
That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
oh,
I don't
oh.
think it was that hard of
Yeah,
a
and
foul.
this is what we talked about too, right? And we talked about this through text, right? And I said that I think that it wasn't necessarily a technical foul on the act, even though that does if you I'm talking too fast. Y'all, it may not make sense to y'all, right? But I think the tech was because they wanted to diffuse the situation
Yeah, yeah, because
instead of,
you
you
had
know what I
Aaliyah
mean?
Boston getting over there, and yeah, it
Yeah,
started looking like it's about to get out of control. So
get
yeah,
got of control. Yeah,
because you got to
yep.
keep the game in control.
Yeah, that's all. That was my view of why it was deemed a
Yeah, they
flagrant.
try and they
Because if
try.
for real, that's yeah. Because for real, that was not a flagrant foul. That's a common foul.
I
Come
feel like
on,
it's a
bro.
play on
Like if
the
y'all
like
watch
art.
and then it's like people overreacting. Like if y'all watch the NBA, bro, y'all should know this. Y'all would know this. Like, come on, man. Y'all know what type of foul that was.
But that's what I'm saying. Because in the NBA, if you do that type of foul and you stare somebody down, you get a technical. That's why I'm saying. Like I feel like the
I don't
stare
know.
down is probably what made it seem like it was more malicious than it was.
I guess yeah.
And then you
You
gotta
can,
remember, dude, it's history between them two. It's history
yeah, it
between them.
is.
So
Is it
if
history?
somebody
Hold on. Is it history between who though? Because it's like it seems like Angel Reese may hate Caitlin Clark. I know I'm trolling y'all. I'm trolling.
I like how he just tried that. But I don't know. She definitely feels some type
No,
of way when they say she the face of the WNBA though.
yeah, and that was my point when I said it in my video. I was like, I don't think she hates her, but I think she is a bit envious, right? Now, this is what I was talking about the other day, and I'm like, now, why do I say she may be envious of her? You just alluded to it about how she seems like she gets left out a little bit when it comes to the recognition of
Hmm.
the eyeballs on the game now, and how it has evolved and expanded, and now more eyes are tuning in to the game. And she always says that, hey, no, it's not just one person, it's me as well. And I think that it's almost like the situation where as though it's like obviously you got a brother, right? And it's like your mom says good things about him around you, where it's like slick making you jealous. And so then it'll start messing with your mind and you'll start be like, you'll get a little envious well not you, but I'm saying like
No,
if a
you.
person doesn't have that
I
if
know
a
how you
person doesn't have that right
feel.
mindset, yeah, they'll start feeling a certain way about their brother because it's just like, yo, why am I getting talked about and so much praise and stuff like that. So
Mm.
that's what I think it is with that situation. So I don't think it's hate, I just think it's that type of thing.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's definitely because of who did it. Like not like me
Hmm.
saying as far as oh, I think I can win against you in a fight. No, not like that. It's because of who it is. Like think about it, right? If you have somebody that you feel like y'all go back and forth, you got a
Hmm.
competition thing. If
Yeah.
I get fouled by you and I fall to the ground, and the first thing I see when I look up is you, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, is that?" And then you know what I mean? That's just how it's going. Come on, you get what I'm saying though, right? That's like I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of
So
some.
like no, we don't. This the example though. It's almost like Draymond or Rudy. Like let's say if Rudy would have did that to Draymond, Draymond probably would have reacted that same way. How
Or
Angel Reese did to.
real quick, real quick.
Yeah.
My bad to cut you off, but think about this
No.
one. This might be a perfect example because we seen this. Remember when
Mhm.
Durant and Westbrook got in each other's face? When
Yeah.
Westbrook fouls him that time and now they was forehead to forehead. That's what I'm saying because it was you
Yeah.
that. So
Did
now
it.
it seems different now. Like
Yeah.
like yeah, I'm like I feel like it's one of them things. Like
Right.
Caitlin, that was you that fouled me and you stared me down
Yeah.
real
What's
quick.
up?
You,
What's up?
yeah, come speak to
Yeah.
me real quick. Like that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like so, I didn't take it as
Yeah.
far as like she thinks she could beat her in a fight. She took it as far as like, oh, you want to make a show?
Hmm.
Action. The like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
For real.
that's why I'm like that's why she reacted that way. But I did until you just brought it up. I did forget that Alyssa Thomas did take her out crazy last
Yeah, I forgot too until Bull brought it up, and I'm
year. Yeah,
just
until
like,
he
oh
brought that up. Yeah, I
yeah,
forgot.
I remember that. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I'm
She
like,
clipped her bad. Yeah, she did clip her
yeah.
bad. Like her.
So what I'm saying is, you did make a very good point about like it, like in terms of who it was, like
Who
who
was
who
doing it,
did it to
bro?
you, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, that still was a hard fall. I still got to react the same way though, because that was crazy. See, that was crazy. You
Yeah,
can't have that. So it's like.
that's all.
That
That's
is a good point though. That is a good point though. But speaking of dude, it's just like he did say a lot of crazy stuff in the way how he was going about it was a little
I
crazy.
didn't hear his
Mm.
rant.
Oh, he basically was saying like how she hates Caitlin Clark and yeah, basically to that extent, like how we brought up earlier about how she Caitlin Clark's gets more recognition for
Right.
the eyeballs on the league and it stems from that and he clipped in certain things that Angel Reese would say in interviews and things like that, and he was basically doing a mockery of how Angel Reese was reacting to how Caitlin Clark got fouled by Trinity Carter. Was that her name? The
Why?
Hooper.
Why
She
is, yeah,
Yeah, he was doing that and how Caitlin Clark was on the sideline, like doing all this goofy shit. Like, but he's
okay,
weird.
so he's trying to dig a little too deep into the
Deep
situation.
into it, yeah. And
Like,
then he
bro,
had his wife in the background. You know his wife is white, right? So she in the back
I
all
didn't know
sipping
that
tea and
until Ryan Clark
keying and
said what he said.
yeah, yup. So she was in the back keying. Like you can tell that she was like enjoying like every time he brought up something negative about injury, she'll be in the back sipping and trying to but we can see you. Like she tried to hide her reactions to it, but it's like, at the same time you're in the back of your own camera, we can see you
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
it's
but that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. I feel like it's definitely just sports beef between them two. I don't think like she really like is up
Mhm.
at night, not
Right.
like it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we don't really talk about golf. I mean, I respect golf and but yeah, we ain't the best. I mean, I don't know. Do you? Yeah,
Nah, I have to get back to you
yeah,
when
I
it
don't get it. Yeah,
bro.
I don't really get into golf. We mainly talk about the NBA world, basketball.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
want to
it.
be like, oh, I like Arabian, and then stay over there
Then
doing something
doing some
crazy. And now
crazy
that
stuff. Yeah.
hold on,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
we might have saved that for next time because I'm definitely gonna look those up now because now you got me curious.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I gotta
Now I
look it
want to
up
know what
because I
is the
never
difference.
heard of it. Yeah, what they do over there. Okay,
Okay,
I
I
never
just
even knew it was a thing. Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, that's something. That's new.
yeah, that's why I stopped for a second. I'm like, hold on, I might want to know the difference. Like,
Yeah,
definitely, as soon as we get off of this, I'm checking it out now because now you got me
yeah.
curious.
Me too. Yeah,
They got something going on over there, and I want to know about it.
right.
But yeah, as far as like
Mhm.
it is just basketball related.
Right,
That's
and
not
that's
no
how it
if we
should
see
be.
each other outside it's a it ain't none of that, man.
Yeah, I
That's
don't think it's that either. Yeah,
that's just
and then
basketball.
and
I don't
then
know why he
also when he did, okay,
no,
and then
no,
it's like,
don't know
oh,
why
you
he
done?
tried.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's like I don't like that because what he did was he added fuel to the
Philadelphia.
fire. Yup, Philly. And yeah, he basically added fuel to the fire into this race war because it became a race war thing last season. So it's like now he just added fuel to the fire. So now who they are. You know they're gonna be, oh yeah, he's right, and oh, Angel is so ghetto, and this and the third. And you know how it is, bro. And it's just like that's the part of it I don't like. Let's just keep it strictly hoops, strictly hoops.
And if she is ghetto, let her be ghetto.
Be-
Y'all worry about the wrong things, bro.
Right.
This is the thing.
I mean, she ghetto and she can hoop though, because it's like that's one thing I don't want people to get misconstrued. It's just like I don't want it to be like how some people was going in the comments and they're just like, oh, on my video, I'm saying, and it's just like I don't want people to think that I'm on that type of time because this is not that. I'm basically going off of the basketball play that happened that occurred.
Yeah, because I don't know. I hate when people
Yeah.
doing that. Oh, they too ghetto. Sometimes you could be too proper. I might be having a simple conversation with you, and you start telling me what an onomatopoeia is, and I'm like, why are we talking about that? I asked you about a cheesesteak. Why are you telling me about onomatopoeia?
Right. Right.
Why are you telling me about a ratio of something? Just give me a slice of pizza.
Right.
I don't want to know about the ratio or the fraction that you cut in. Just give me the slice of pizza. Like you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can be a little too proper sometimes. But anyway, however, I don't know where that just went, but it went there anyway. So hey, um, back to the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark thing. You got to understand something. These are two women that's basically one, one and one. That's what I mean by one and one. Angel Reese took her out one year. Angel Reese last year, Caitlin Clark took her out.
Hmm.
Right? Y'all get to the WNBA. We have yet to see y'all in a series against each other, which I'm waiting this. Eventually, y'all feel like that's going to happen. We waiting for
Yeah.
that. That's when the showtime is going to hit. But
Yeah. Yeah.
This is basketball. This is one trying to be better than the other, one to have the name bigger than the other. Like, cause y'all can act like Caitlin Clark don't wake up for games when she going up against Angel Reese. It literally shows when she's playing and how she playing. She wakes up for games that she about to play against her.
Yeah,
Come
two
on.
competitors. That's all. That's like Pat Bev versus KD. We seen that in the I think it was a playoff game where yeah, it was. It was Clippers,
Clip.
Clippers
I know what series
and
you're talking
Warriors. Yep. So who in what world is ever going to say that Patrick Beverly and Kevin Durant are on the same level? But for damn sure, you're going to expect them to compete against each other.
about. I'll do you one better.
So
Do you even remember when PJ
mm,
Tucker guarded him when Durant was
yeah,
on the Nets? Remember how
same thing. Yep. But I mean, I said Pat Bev, but PJ Tucker ain't going back down.
that was saying in
So
what
it
world
just could
we got a fantasy draft and we gonna say, you
right.
know what? Durant's on the board, but I'm gonna grab Tucker. No, it's not happening.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
you see, he's going to compete with him, so that's why he's always going to be on somebody's team. PJ Tucker, I'm talking. That's why
Yeah,
you
for
going.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to get back to competition and competing. It's okay. This about to sound real, real crazy what I'm about to say, but I'm about to say it anyway.
Hmm.
Let's say if she don't, right? Please miss me with the kumbaya thing. It's okay to not like somebody.
True. That's
Okay,
true.
you don't
Cause
like everybody. Why? Because everybody
and that's with
like
anything in the world. And that's with anything in the world.
it. You don't have to like
Mhm,
everybody. Everybody's not gonna be everybody cup of tea. And it, but the only
mhm,
thing is, I don't like that. If somebody is not their cup of tea, I
mhm,
hate when we go straight to race. Y'all say y'all want to end
yeah.
racism, but as soon as we not the same color, race must be our division. Sometimes it might just be your character and the way you move, and I don't like that.
Right, right. Yeah,
It's not all we don't always got to be like, okay, one's white, one's black, racism. No,
yeah.
it
But
WNBA
some of them
player.
do take it there though.
No, I like to look at it as WNBA player, WNBA player. Competitiveness. That might be what it is. Maybe we not
Yeah.
looking at race. Do you think she wake up and say, "Oh, hey, she's the X, Y, and Z skin girl. I don't like her." What?
Right.
Stop giving y'all. But of
Well,
course, we
excuse
got
me, y'all.
at why? Because talking about the competitive side not gonna have people click the video. But if I talk
Right.
about her not liking her race,
Mhm,
a million people want to hear that. That's the thing.
for sure. For sure.
That's where
But
the
it's the crazy part is that might not even be the case with Angel or Caitlyn. But the fans going to start the goofy stuff.
bro 1000%.
It's crazy. And
That
then it's like the same for the fans. It's like, bro, just look at it as what we always say, the competitive nature of the game. I don't like LeBron, but it's like, damn, that's not race. How about this? Since we're gonna do the race thing, I'm not no, we ain't definitely on that on the racist thing, right? But I don't like Cooper Flag, but I don't like him like as a person, and it's not like I don't like his game, and it's not like I don't like him because of his race. Hell no. It's just that I see certain flaws in his game, and I just like this said other player better because I like his style of game. That's all. It
mm-hmm.
don't got nothing to do with, and that's how it should be for others. That's why I brought up that example, y'all. So that's how it should be.
I
Strictly about
don't
basketball.
care if you're black, white, red, green,
Yeah,
or indigo. If you do something I don't like, I say it. And that's what it is. That's the problem with
exactly.
y'all. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all are
Yeah.
in this cancel era, so y'all so
Mhm.
scared to talk about stuff. That's what it
Yep.
is. If Angel Reese had a problem with her because she was white, then why was she one of the first people happy that the sky picked up Haley? She was one of the first people that tweeted about it. Why was that?
Crazy.
If Caitlin Clark has a race issue, why is she so good with her teammates? I haven't heard one African American teammate she has say something bad about her
Mhm.
as far as racism. What we talking about?
Told you, it's the fans though. It's the fans. It's the fans with their goofiness, man.
It's the fans and then it's RG3 because
Yeah.
he igniting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
said he said the fans in this RG3 up,
Yeah,
and that's
like you
exactly
trying
what
to
he
make it
did,
like
bro.
because Caitlin Clark white, that's why she wanted to fight her. Like what?
Yeah. And then Ryan Clark, right? Um, what I was about to say.
Yeah, it went
He,
left with
he
them.
he alluded to something. Yeah, he said something about his wife, but he didn't like disrespect her. All he did was say how she was in the background clapping. That's not nothing negative. Like I'm not going to tweak on somebody. They say something about my wife, and it's like it's something in that regard. But if you cross the line, okay, bam, then we gonna take it there. But
Mm.
he didn't say nothing crazy for you to be like, oh, he brought my wife and kids into it. Oh, that's something that you don't do, bro. Like you're just looking for an out. You looking for a cop out, bro.
He must be trying to get back on primetime ESPN. He trying to stir
Yeah,
something. He
yeah, and
trying to
it's just corny,
stir
bro.
something, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, that's enough of that. I mean, I feel like
Man, we touched enough on that. I just
we
wanted
touched
to just
enough of that.
put that
Just
racist
get that
up,
out the way.
bro. They
Yeah,
just they just competitive, bro, and it's only on the court. It don't go nowhere past,
exactly.
bro.
Yep.
But let's talk about it now.
Hmm.
I do not want to say this, but I have to ask it.
Mm.
Did we just see Russell Westbrook last chance at trying to get a ring?
Oh man, I don't know. Damn, I don't know.
I hope we didn't, but I was thinking that when that
Right.
game down, because I'm like, basically, y'all just moved people because y'all wanted the
Hmm.
young boy to play more than him.
Hmm.
So are y'all even trying to bring Russ back? Me
I think they
personally,
should.
I would because if you see what the Nuggets do when he's on the floor, like let's keep it real. Jokic gets all the praise. Westbrook played a big hand in holding it down when Murray wasn't there.
Yeah, that's true. He
He played a
definitely
big
did,
hand in
and that's
holding it down.
and that's why he was in the starting lineup. Yep.
Yeah, like so.
Hmm.
I feel like you definitely have to go back because I remember me and you was talking about it. But bro,
Yep.
when you look at him, Aaron Gordon was hurt, bro. He was definitely hurt.
He was. No,
He was
yeah,
definitely
you
hurt.
can see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because you
shout
can
out to
see it.
him. Yeah, shout out to him. But hopefully he can recover. I mean, of course, you got a long time before you
He'll
get
get
back
it
on the
back.
court.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I think he'll
I just think that I don't know, man. I don't think that was smart though, because
what?
like anything could have happened. Him going out on the court with that hamstring.
He had no choice, bro. It's a game 7.
I get it, but what if you wouldn't have been able to go? Like, let's say they won, and he won't be able to go in the next series.
But that's the
Then
thing.
he
If he cut real quick, let me cut you off real
no,
quick.
I'm listening. Yeah,
If he if that is still going on, right? He would have had some days, and he probably could even skip the first game. No, hold
no
on.
good.
He probably could have skipped that game. And because remember, if we lose game 1, we ain't knocked out. We lose this game, we knocked out. You get what I'm saying? We knocked out if we lose this
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
We
that's a
not
very
knocked
good
out
point.
if we lose game 1. So maybe I rest
Right.
game 1. We come back and we already know we can do what we can do. So it's like you fighting for your life right now. Like you think about it, right?
Hmm.
If somebody tell you, like let's say this is let's say it's the game to go to the championship.
Hmm.
Which, in my opinion, I feel like that's what that game was because I still feel like the Thunder is now going to win the championship. Because I said whoever won that series, I feel like was winning the championship. So
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yep.
yeah, so
Hmm.
most likely you don't know what these talks be in these locker room, but we know these talks come up. They
Hmm.
probably both thinking the Timberwolves can't beat neither one of us. If we get past the Thunder, we can slide past them and I can knock off again and come
Hmm.
back and do what I want to do. Is it smart? Not always, but
Right.
just saying, he probably could have took game 1 off. Now he probably got
Hmm.
how many days of rest, and now the hamstring fine.
Yeah, you're right. That's a no. That's a good point. That's definitely a good point. I can't argue that. I
Yeah,
was
you
gonna
got to
say
at least
that.
try to go
All
out
right, but they're gonna.
there.
Yep,
What?
I was gonna say, but all right, they're gonna need you sometime in that series, and I feel like every game is crucial. But yeah, that was game 7. That's do or die. So
Yeah, like if it was like game 6
hmm
and we up
and not
3-2, I play a
mhm.
little bit. If it gets to the point the game getting out of hand anyway, just pull me and then I'll rest.
And you know
But
what's so
game seven,
crazy?
mm,
Yep, and I feel like he still made somewhat of an impact. It wasn't like healthy Aaron Gordon. Obviously, a blind man could see that, he wasn't the same. But I feel like that was better than him not being going out there.
agree to disagree.
Cause it's like,
Agree to disagree.
yeah. But what had happened was they needed MPJ to step up and they needed Murray to step up
I
and they
about to
did it.
bring him up. I about to
And
bring him up too because
for
he
Murray,
played
when
all
Murray
series.
came back, he played a little bit. Oh, my fault.
No, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead. You
No,
freezing,
I
so
just
that's why that's not when you talking because you like your junkie
oh
freeze. I
damn.
be thinking you not talking.
All right. But yeah,
Yeah, that threw me off guard.
yeah, that's nutty. But MPJ, I said MPJ. Murray, he came up in the second half, but it was a little too late. It was just like, gang, we needed this in the first half to carry us over, and it's like too little, too late.
Yeah, it was over, bro.
Yep.
And that's what I'm gonna say about Michael Porter. If we keeping it real, he been injured the whole playoffs.
Yeah, so I give him a slight little pass because he was injured. And the reason why I say slight because it's like once you on that court, you on the court, bro. We don't want to hear no excuses once you step on the court.
No, I get what you're saying because a lot of plays that he gave up on early, not that game. I'm just talking about throughout the
Mhm.
playoffs that I've seen. It's like, bro,
Right.
that your shoulder has nothing to do with that, bro. You could have ran a little harder and got the
Oh
basket.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
shoulder has
I
nothing to do with
remember
that.
what you're talking about. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple
Yeah.
plays that he's done that, but that's his style of play. Like he is
hmm
lackadaisical when it comes to defense. Like he just is. He just
Yeah, you're
is.
gonna have to live with that. Yep.
Yeah,
And he gets helped out because of Jokic's impact. So
yeah. The,
and
the
Murray and
team,
Murray.
because Porter Jr. in my opinion, he's a very good team defender. He ain't all
hmm
that one-on-one defender, and it's just because he like a James Harden. They not that good
Yep.
one-on-one only because they don't put the effort in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We've
Yeah.
seen plays that you're capable of guarding, don't
And let's
care to
keep it
because
a
you want to get
buck.
off.
Not to cut you off, but let's keep it a buck. We grew up and
About what?
we
Oh,
grew up and we played with some cats like that. That all they
yeah,
cared
yeah,
about
yeah.
was offense. They like, I don't give a damn what happens on defense. I'ma just do the Olay. I'm gonna act like I'm doing something, but really I don't give. All I want to do is get that ball and put it in the hole.
Bro, I was at the
Yeah.
park one time, right? I'll give you a story. I was at the park probably, what was this? Probably like 2 years ago.
hmm
We watching them, right? 5-on-5, we watched them. But the number one problem is, mind you, it was the best offensive player they had on their team. Young boy never got back on defense, right? So he yelling at them after the game and all that. I told the young boys off rip because you know how I get down. I said, y'all crazy. I said, he don't even get back on defense. I wouldn't even argue with it.
Real
He
rap.
not
Like
even
what?
playing defense. Why is he talking?
So right.
Yeah, I'm like, he didn't even get back on defense, and y'all listening
Mhm.
to him.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I
I
can't
definitely
how
be like,
many times I've been in a gym or at a park and somebody not playing defense and they try and cherry pick. I don't care if they're the only person down there, bro. I don't throw the ball. I don't throw the
you
ball.
out of pocket. You petty. You
I
petty
don't throw
as
the
hell.
ball
You
to them,
talking
bro.
about so
And
you
then they'll
don't
be
care.
like, yo, come on, gang, I'm out. I'll be like, yeah. But I'm trying to understand why was you just so tired on defense, but you gain all your energy once we got the ball. Nah, no, go rest. Go rest. Go
Yeah.
rest. I'm not
I'm
go
dead.
rest. Go relax. Nah, I'm not giving
You
you the
petty
ball.
as hell, gang.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm
you sit here
crying.
just let your man run right past you, and now you the only person down on the court doing this for a layup. Nah,
Right,
you all
right.
right.
This he think it's
Yeah,
2K. He crazy.
what's wrong? Wave your ass goodbye while you walk out the park, bro. I ain't giving you the ball, bro. No, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it.
Yo, I'm crying.
Yeah, I did that
Oh
plenty
man.
of times, bro, and I still do it to this day. When somebody keep doing that and they're not playing any type of defense, I'm not letting you touch the ball, bro. You're not getting the ball, bro.
Yeah.
You're not getting the ball. Y'all tripping.
No, you petty. I can't do that. I'm the type of boy where it's those like we gonna get a bucket. I'm gonna give you the bucket if you that open.
Nah, not if you
Nah,
doing it all game, bro.
yeah,
Now if you doing it all game, bro, it's over for you. Now if you doing it all game, bro, I'm not throwing that joint up.
man. He
That's why I said
said,
I
"Nah,
can't be a coach, bro. I'm gonna be fighting somebody parent. Cause as soon as they kid do
bro."
it,
I say the same thing.
time out. Come sit with me. Coach, what I
Mhm.
do? Oh, I thought you was tired because you ain't playing defense no more. So come sit with me.
Yeah, real rap, yo. That's definitely how I be. And if you do something that's like low IQ plays, like I can't tell you how many times I'm watching the game and I'm snapping. I'm just like, yo, I can't be a coach because if they did some dumb ish, bro, I don't care who you is, bro. You getting the bench. You sitting down with me.
And the thing is, like with younger kids nowadays, it's so hard to coach them because they watch so much YouTube that they just think they know everything about the sport now.
But not just
It's
YouTube.
so hard to coach. It's so hard to coach. Like for instance, I'll tell like one of my homies I play with because he's younger than me. But it's
Mhm.
times where I'm telling him, no, don't take that shot. But of course, you're younger, so you don't comprehend what I'm trying to tell you. By
Yeah.
me saying don't take the shot, you think I'm saying don't shoot. No, what I'm telling you is you got a closer shot. If you're wide open, why are
Mhm.
you trying to take a wide open three if they're giving you the whole lane that you could have just ran in for the layup? We already
Bro,
up
that's
points. Let's go up 3 points. Why take the 50-50 chance over 100% chance? I don't get
that's
that.
what I be saying, and I'm glad you said that because that's the part I'm talking about. Where NBA players, I don't care if it's Steph might get a pass, but if you come down on, you know how
Yo,
motherfuckers, he might kind of get a pass because Steph is the only motherfucker. But yeah. Anyways, it's like on a fast break, motherfucker come down, and instead of going to the hole, he do a pull up three. I'm like, gang, what are you doing? Like, and then it's like, if he made it, I'm like, ooh, you lucky you made that. But at the same time, I still gotta let you know we not doing that. Like I be pissed
yo,
off, bro. Like I hate them transition threes, bro.
bro, I can't tell you how many times it'll be three of us on a fast break and I'm bringing the ball up. And obviously because me, I'm the person I read the defense before I make the pass. The
Yeah.
defender will come up to me and I'll pass the ball to somebody and they'll go right past their head, go out of bounds, and I just look at them and they say, I thought you was gonna shoot it. Why would I shoot it if you the only person under the paint that I can pass you the ball? Why would I shoot the three? Why would I shoot a contested three if you the only person down
Cause
there? And
they,
I
cause they,
always hear
su-
people say, I thought you was gonna, you didn't think anything. The ball is in my hand. Don't think for me. You don't know what I'm about
right,
to do. Like, you know what I
right,
mean? Don't tell me you thought I was about to do something. You're not in my
right,
head. We don't think the same.
real right. Yeah, and that's another thing. They be so used to people doing those type of things that's why he probably thought you was going to shoot.
Bro, when I tell you he just stopped at the three, and I just looked at him like, why'd you stop running? Oh, I thought you were
Crazy,
the three. Why would I if you would have had a layup?
right? Yo, oh man,
Telling you now, dude, not gonna keep dealing with this stuff.
yeah, yeah. They some people be tripping.
So, what are you predicting tonight?
Ooh, mm. you. It's like, bro. This is my thing. I can't predict anything with this Pacers team because, like I said, I think it was the last recording. I underestimated them, and it's like if Halliburton not going, you got T.J. McConnell. They got superstar role players. That's what teams need. You need at least two guards that can get throw the ball to and they can get you a bucket, right? That's Halliburton and that's Pascal Siakam,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you need star role players around them like Nimhard, T.J. McConnell, Naismith. Oh, and then they got the boy Matherin, Benedict Matherin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, gang, these dudes is so unpredictable, bro. Like I can't count them out. And then it's what with the Knicks, I can't count them out because Brunson been looking good as hell in these playoffs. Like somebody said, no, that's another topic for another day. I ain't gonna go in there. I'm talking too fast, y'all. Let me slow down. Right?
Mm-hmm. You might have
OG and Anobi. Yeah,
Dirk.
we're gonna touch Mega today. Yeah. OG has been looking good for them. Like some games, Mikael Bridges, he'll have one game, and then next game, he'll give you like 14, 16 points. and it's just like, damn, if he step up, then you got Josh Hart. He one of them dudes that you hate to play against, but you love that he's on your team because he's every freaking where, bro.
No,
That's why
he
he be
he
hitting
hustles.
like,
He hustles.
yeah, ultimate hustle, man. He's going to play hardest on you on defense.
Mm.
So, and then Cat, he the same way. Like I spoke on Bridges, he could be inconsistent one game where he'll give you like he'll get in foul trouble, or he'll just not shoot the ball well. But then next game he'll be going crazy.
He looking
He'll give
like
you
the
like 25.
league at one
Huh?
point. I said next game he'll look like he the best big man in the league.
Like man in the league, yeah. So it's like, I just don't know where to go. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give my prediction. I think the Knicks win game one. I'll say that. I think they'll find a way to pull it out in game one. But then again, I could be wrong. Like I said,
I think the Pacers might get it only because
mm,
I think the Knicks are going to come out way too excited that they there and that they just beat the Celtics the way they beat the Celtics.
right?
Which, in my opinion, listen, listen. I feel like we're gonna give credit where credit is due because it's still not easy to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Those comebacks, but I feel like it's more so. Y'all stay with me or rewind it if you're not understanding what I'm saying. I feel like that was more of a the Celtics lost that series than the Knicks won that series.
yeah.
That's what I feel like happened. I feel
Mm,
like the Celtics caused themselves that series.
you know what?
How? I don't understand. How are you up 4 out of those 5 games by double digits multiple times and you only managed to win one of those?
Turnovers, and I'm falling in love with the three.
The three, yeah, that listen, I get it because I keep having that conversation. Everybody say, "Oh, it was working for them all year." Yes, but it gets to a point
Yes, but in the
where,
playoffs, yeah,
bro, if I'm up 20, once the lead go to 15, I'm slowing down. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm slowing it down. I'm slowing it down. We going to
exactly,
figure this out because we're dropping too much. I know people like, "Oh, that's only 5 points." Yeah, but you just went on a 5-0 run. No, hold on. Let me slow down.
exactly.
It's no way I'm going to keep coming down, just keep shooting as many threes as I can.
Right.
Why? You're
Yep.
leaving a lot of time on the clock for them to come back if you're shooting within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of
Hmm.
that?
Right. All right. And then also, this is not like we said. This is not us discrediting the Knicks, but Drew Holiday didn't have his best series, and Porzingis was he wasn't himself because the
Oh God,
sickness, and I feel like because Porzingis, I don't like. I'm not gonna say he's an all star though. Like we can tell that wasn't really Porzingis stuff,
man,
right?
whatever he ate, he need to take it off the menu for life. If it took you out for that many games, keep it off your menu for life, bro.
No, for
Like
real. Yeah,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We
crazy.
look back at it. We could have went back to back, but
Hmm.
Porzingis had a bad seafood platter. Like I don't know if that was the case, y'all. I'm just making a joke about it. But
Yeah.
it's like, and Drew Holiday, I told you, he has a
Hmm.
tendency of this. After he wins a championship the next year, he just get washed by whoever his opponent is. He did this
Yep.
with the Bucks.
Yep. Crazy. Crazy.
He did it with the Bucks.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It really is.
Hmm. And I kind of feel bad for Boston because they're in a tough position next season. They're
I
gonna have to
don't.
try to. I do like the. Oh, I don't. But I'm just speaking on like how
Mhm.
it's kind of like a crazy position at the end with Tatum being out. They say he could be out the whole season.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that he probably could be out the.
Yeah. So that's, man. They do got some, like I said about the Pacers. They do got some star role players like Derek White, Pritchard. He's been obviously six man of the year. Cornette stepped up in spurts. Um, of course, you got Drew Holiday, you got Jalen Brown there. Does Porzingis come back? I don't know.
Does
because I
Al
think he.
Horford come back?
Correct me if I'm wrong. What you say?
I said, does Al Horford come back too? Because he getting up there in age. He might not.
Yup. Yeah, and he was a little slow. Like sometimes he did his thing. He had hit a couple threes, but you saw that he a little bit slow. So
Yeah,
yeah, man, they got a lot of things to work out.
and that's what I mean by towns, bro. When I be telling you, I don't get it. You are damn near dominating him every time you attack
Mhm.
the basket on him, and then you just go shoot a three now.
Crazy. He better not do that this series. But Miles Turner do the same thing, but he be active on the glass. So I
Yeah,
don't know. Oh, speaking about being active on the glass, Mitchell Robinson, shout out to him. He's been doing a phenomenal job on the boards. Like every time you look up, he's snatching the rebound. I'm like, damn. Like so, yeah. That's also what helps the Knicks as well.
I think the thing with Mitchell Robinson is
Mhm,
because he always was a good rebounder, shot blocker. You know what I'm saying? But I think the
mhm,
problem with him is, well, not the problem. The solution he found is he now is just, what can I say? He's embracing the role of doing that now.
mhm.
Because remember, I
Yep.
told you it was a, well, he didn't say it. One of his trainers said it, or it was his agent, somebody, and they said the Knicks need to start involving him more in offense because he works on his offensive game or whatever. They need to involve him more in offense, and I feel like that's what started having him like a setback because it's like, I'm not really getting the ball, bro. I'm not gonna keep rebounding for them, and that's why Hartenstein started getting it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and,
You know
that,
what
and
I'm saying?
that's what happens when players hear that. They like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this because they said I'm more so
Yeah,
that like yeah. So you go outside of the team's
and
game
now
plan.
you're doing stuff that's like, that's not even you, bro. Maybe you is
Yeah.
working on your offense game, which is crazy because I saw some clips of him playing
Mhm,
like against, random people, and he looked
right.
it good. But my thing is, bro, NBA game under the whistle, certain type of defenses thrown at you, you don't get those same opportunities, bro. Like we
Totally different.
see clips when Andre Drummond is shooting 3 pointers, right?
He hit a couple during the season, but still, it's not.
That's what I'm saying. Like you might be having those
Mhm,
spurts and these runs, bro. That don't mean that's what you're gonna be doing once you mean. And then again, it's different because we don't hear these conversations, but
mhm.
but now we hear these stories with all these podcasts. Is that you'll have a coach come to you and tell you not to do certain things.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I had a coach one time because I was taller, wanted me to be a center. Cool. When I'm getting a board, I'm mostly a take off and go person. You're telling me to give it to a guard once I get it. So that's what started having me come out sometimes. I am a guard. I'm just the tallest person on this team.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so it depends on what you're getting asked to do from the coach too. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson, respectfully to you, gang, you ain't, no, I'm not waking up today and saying, hey, I'm going to throw you the ball in the paint. No, DeAndre Jordan, cut it out.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, no.
dead. He's not DeAndre Jordan.
Like a DeAndre Jordan or Rudy Gobert. I'm not giving you the ball in the paint and telling you to go. No,
Yeah.
no.
Nah.
But this should be a good one because that Western
Yeah, for
Conference,
sure. Yeah, I definitely expect this to be a good series. It
I feel
might
like
go seven.
turn up.
Hmm?
That Western Conference Finals about to turn up though. I don't think every game gonna be
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, me too. But I do say Thunder and five.
Yeah, I think Minnesota get one.
Just one. Yeah.
I think
I
they'll.
ain't gonna disrespect them and say they get swept because somebody asked that on Club 520 show with Jeff Teague and them. They said, "Oh, they gonna get swept?" And I'm like, and they said no. They agreed. They said no. They shut it down. And
Yeah,
I'm the same. I don't think it is.
I think Ant gonna have one of those games, and that's gonna be the
Yeah,
one.
he's gonna have to be a bit more aggressive. I get you making the right reads and all of that, so it's like I can't say nothing about that. But them role players, they're gonna have to step up. Like we said, you need your role players to step up. And McDaniel's didn't have no McDaniel's game. Nas Reed didn't have a Nas Reed game.
Yeah, only
Yep,
Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle got in double digits.
yep, yep.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see
So
that happening again. I don't see that happening again. I don't see that
yeah,
happening.
and if that does, then it's gonna be tough.
If it does,
I feel like OKC gotta. I'm not saying that you go up two, you basically it's over, but I'm saying that'll put pressure on Minnesota now if you go up two. So that's why I feel as though they need to go up 2-0. And
and
you on your
plus you
home
already
court.
know, you will want to get them out the way as early as you can. That Minnesota team
Yes,
like
yeah.
this year, they are
Hmm.
shocking and surprising people right now.
For
You don't want
sure.
to keep
Because
them in
nobody,
there long.
yep. Because nobody expected them to go to the Western Conference Finals.
I
People,
know I
especially during the
did.
regular.
I'm not gonna be no
Yeah,
liar. You
right.
remember what I said? They
Yeah,
are
I
some
remember. Yeah,
dumbasses and they got no
it's
chance of
portrayed.
doing nothing this
Yep.
year. You remember I said it. That's my
Yeah,
and I
for sure.
apologize to that because they definitely showed
Uh-huh.
up. They definitely
Yeah,
figured it out.
yeah. If Ant knew you personally, he would let you know about that.
If he knew me personally, it'll be the calls, the tweets, the everything, man.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah, definitely know it. Let you know about
Vegas,
that.
I gave him his props. I just thought the team wasn't going to be able to do
Huh?
anything.
Yeah,
But
nothing wrong with that because during the regular season they did have some laps where they didn't look like they were going to be this.
and y'all kind of lucked up in that second round.
Oh yeah, because Steph got hurt. Right, right,
Yeah,
right,
you
right.
kind of lucked up in that. We don't
Up
know
a
what
little
could have
bit.
happened if he was still playing.
Yeah,
But again, you know what we say, and we're gonna always say it. That
he
don't
played
mean
home
anything
funny.
because the butler was supposed to take care of it at home, but he didn't.
I don't know.
I'm
That's
gonna
tough
say
because the
something
only.
about him forever.
Oh yeah, it's up with you forever, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. But what I was about to say, damn, I forgot.
like he was talking about Steph.
No, I was about to talk about the Warriors, and I'm just like I was just about to say it was tough to do because the role players didn't step up. Vibes,
Outside of Kaminga,
Moody,
Kaminga the only
and
one
yeah,
that
outside
stepped
of
out in
community.
that series.
Yep, yep, and that's tough to do to have that heavy load on you when it's just like the defenses are going to key in on him, Jimmy Butler. We like take the ball out of Jimmy hands, and we live with the results.
And hold on, I don't even want to say that because there's been plenty of times when he had one on ones and he passed the damn ball with an open layup.
Mm,
He has
yeah,
times when he did that.
yep.
I've seen plenty of clips of him wide open from a 3 point lane. And what did I tell you when he first went there? I said everybody is acting like, oh, he's just going to fit straight it. No, because he's going to have to start hitting threes because the way that team runs the offense, he's going to have to hit threes. And look, he
Yeah,
was wide open multiple occasions. Clank.
you crazy man.
Just saying.
But
And
speaking of OKC,
hold on, real
good.
quick on that. I don't got the biggest beef. Pause if needed with Jimmy. We ain't in. Why do we really keep talking like he was the only person on that Heat team? Then why he ain't show it there?
Whew. Yeah.
Because all y'all called him overrated until he had that problem with Pat Riley. He was overrated.
Hmm.
Playoff Jimmy was fake. He just injured throughout the season, and he healthy once the playoffs come. That's what everybody was saying.
Right.
But then he go to the Warriors, and all of a sudden he playoff Jimmy, and the Heat messed up. Gotcha.
I remember that. Yeah.
But Thunder Timberwolves, you want to talk about? Yeah,
So do you feel like SGA is a foul merchant, or is just that he does?
yeah, yeah.
Wow. I feel like they just
Watching
be
his
hacking.
games, bro. Watching his games,
I feel like they
it
need to
is
stop
a lot of
hacking.
time that, huh?
I feel like they need to stop hacking. He ain't doing nothing but that D Wade and Harden didn't do.
D Wade Harden. More like Jalen Brunson. Him and Jalen Brunson plays the same. They
That's
they are looking
disrespectful.
for
Oh,
every
that's
foul.
disrespectful. Nah, I feel like that's Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is a flopper. Okay,
I ain't gonna lie
SGA
to you.
is a good
Brunson is definitely one of the most annoying the most annoying players I
player
can think
players
of
to
that
watch. Yes, bro. Like I'm,
that
I'm
for
tired of
me to
this
watch.
little. Like he good. He good. two things could be true, y'all. Two things could be true. He can be a freaking flopper, but he can also still be a very good player.
Eh, he's a very good. He's definitely a shot taker.
And shot maker, he made some big shots.
I mean, I will hope eventually once he keep putting up at least 30 of them a game. I will hope that he can eventually make some. He don't stop shooting.
Knicks fans,
Yeah,
Knicks fans.
get your
I
get
listen.
get your
I
thought.
tried to look, Knicks fans. I tried to, but get him, not me. I didn't say
Go
anything
ahead.
crazy.
They can say whatever they want. He doesn't stop shooting.
Hmm.
He does not stop shooting. He gonna keep shooting regardless. What y'all gonna say? Oh, that's his game. That is his game. But he ain't all that. I'm not about to sit, bro. I would never sit here if my team has to play against the Knicks and be like, "Oh, we better watch for Brunson." No, we better find them and go at him every time. That's what we better do. He don't do nothing
True.
else but keep shooting. He does nothing else but consistently shoot the ball. That's it. That's Jalen Brunson in a nutshell. That's his game.
Mm.
Yeah, you make that face, gather your thought, and say what you got to say.
That's a lot to say, bro. That's a lot to say.
That's that's what
Oh
I feel
man,
like with him.
but I do think he can be a bit of a ball hog at times, but I don't know. I still think he's a good player though.
I don't really know much if I'm gonna call him a ball hog. I think he just
I feel like he gotta feels like he has to be the man. In times where I watch him, like he's good,
yeah.
but like if you watch him, he be like, "Oh yeah, I gotta take over." Like you know what I'm saying?
It's like he wants to. It's like a lot of these newer star players have this problem that when the
Hmm.
game get close, oh, it had to be my basket that put us up when they show the
Hmm.
highlights.
And that
My
reminds me of
basket has to
Joel
be the one that
Embiid.
made us go up by one. That's
Yup,
why I
and that
feel like
remind yeah, and that reminds me of Joel Embiid. He do the same thing.
Tatum does it all the time. Yo, it's so crazy because I'll be
Mhm.
sitting here watching the game, and as soon as the game get close, and if the Celtics got the ball, I say just watch Tatum because he ain't about to pass. And he does
Yep.
that same dumbass sidestep 3-pointer every single time as soon as he get the ball. He
Hmm.
literally does it every time.
Yep.
I don't know how people just don't know the move is coming. He literally does the same move at the same point of the game. All you gotta do is look up. We up 91-92. He about to sidestep.
Yep.
I'm gonna let him dribble in this one spot, and as soon as I see the ball go to his hip, I'm gonna cut over because that's the only move he going for.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And sometimes it can put you. Sometimes it can get you out of trouble, and sometimes it can get y'all in trouble
Yeah, that's one of them things when it's like you just gotta live with it because when they
hmm
make it, you're happy. When they miss, you're talking about it. So it's like
for
that.
sure. Yep.
I don't know what Towns be doing sometimes because that'd be a little crazy the threes he'll take, but
Yeah. But sometimes when he make them Jones, like he made like a
it's his
I don't
game.
know where it was, but it was like a deep three. I'm gonna say I don't want to say 35-footer or 45, but it was a
Because
deep
you'll
three.
have somebody out here with their measuring
Yeah.
tape.
Oh no, that
Oh,
was
bro, it was actually
yeah.
just 34 and a quarter. You dweeb. You think I'm sitting here trying to calculate how far he behind the 3-point line? Serious?
For real though. Yeah. So you gotta be like you gotta be. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah,
get it
only
right with
reason
them.
why the analysts know is because they got that technology. Bro,
See,
you think
yeah.
about it. Who's sitting on the court? Who's sitting courtside and see somebody take a long three and be like, yo, that's 30
Like,
feet?
oh, that's a
How
30
would you know
feet.
if you're not standing
Right.
right there? How do you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's your contract background? How do you know how many square feet it is? Like,
Right. Dog, you fucking hilarious, man.
man,
Yo, crazy.
I'm just ready for this game, man. Anything else you
Yeah,
had to
man.
touch on?
Oh, Mike Malone was hating on Jokic.
I think he was. I don't
For
care what,
real.
bro. I think he was. Just
A little bit. It was a little. When
follow
I
me.
watched it over, I'm like, yeah, it was a little slick, little jab in there.
Yo, and I sent you that text, right? And then you thought about it
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna
Hmm.
lie, bro. I didn't think nothing of it. And like first I was like, oh, that's kind of weird that you was just on the
Hmm.
Nuggets and you saying that, and then I left it alone. But there was somebody came in there and they was like, yo, they hired Malone just to throw a shot at Jokic a month ago.
Yeah.
But they said like 2 months ago when he was on the Nuggets, he just said Jokic is the best player in the world and he the MVP. And I'm like,
See, and now
yo, he definitely waited for the Nuggets to get knocked out to say he not
say
MVP.
that crazy. What, yo? Now I'm thinking like, damn. What if him and Jokic had a fallout? Maybe that's why he got fired.
But remember, they had that argument supposedly about him calling them out. Remember we talked about it when I guess he had said
Oh,
they were soft or
wait,
something.
no, I don't know. No, no, he called players out, but I didn't know it was specifically Jokic though. Because remember, this was a while ago when he was saying that. Oh, if I can't remember word for word, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. But it was when he was talking about calling players out.
Yeah, I don't want to say. See, that's the thing. It wasn't only addressed to him, but come on, bro. Jokic
Yeah,
is
that's
one.
what I'm saying.
Jokic is definitely one of
Yep.
the people he was talking about when he said that. Like, let's just read between the lines.
Mhm.
You say that, and then you going. I never seen nobody say that about a bench player and got took off the team,
That's
but
what
I
I'm
seen him say
saying.
about a star player and get fired.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Yep,
I'm just saying. You
that
call
very
out a
well
bench
could be
player, they say you doing your job. You call out a star, get him out.
soft, soft.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you heard what he said.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's why SGA showed he the MVP.
You stupid. Yo.
Bro, just think about it. If you've been a
Mhm.
reporter, right? You probably was reporting ever since they got rid of you. Your
Mhm.
first screen time is going to be once that bull won and he just took out your former team, bro. Go on. Hey,
Yeah.
Malone, we not about to play these
Yeah.
reindeer games, bro. We not about to play these
Mhm.
reindeer games. They put you on there to
Crazy.
do that, and you were all right with doing it.
He crazy. Oh, he crazy.
Yeah, though.
Huh?
Shout out to SGA for that MVP,
Yeah.
though.
Shout out to him. Yeah, man. Third thunder in Oklahoma City history. I don't know if I said that right, but y'all get what I'm saying. Um. uh. Who is it? Who? What's his name? Durant was in 2014. Russ 2017, now Shea in 2025. That's pretty good, man. To have an MVP in your organization, multiple MVPs in your organization, that's pretty good.
Like again, if you look at Jokic numbers, I wouldn't be mad if he
Mhm.
got it. But
Yeah,
if you
me too.
look
Yeah.
at Shea numbers, right,
Mhm.
and then you look at the margin in the victories
Right.
that your team is having,
Hmm.
I wasn't mad at either one of them getting it though.
I would have,
All right, hold on.
and
Let me.
I told you why, and I told you why.
Yeah, only reason why I'm gonna recant that is I'm not gonna say I would have felt some type of way if Jokic got it, but I feel like y'all would have started saying some crazy things out your mouth if Jokic
Mm.
won.
You
Because
know it.
this thing
Yeah.
about him being the best center of all time, no, he's not. No, how is he the
Mm.
best defender of all time? If y'all say he can't guard nobody.
Okay. I thought you said me. I already said, hold up. I didn't say he was the best.
No, 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 no. No, those talks be going on in the comments, bro. Those talks be going on.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, not like you specifically. I'm just talking like, I always say you when I'm talking to the general of who watching.
Hmm.
And anybody we say is the best of all time, right? You
Right.
got the people that say Jordan. You got the people that say LeBron. You got the people that say
Yep.
Kobe.
Hmm.
There are players that play on both ends of the court,
Yep.
and they play both ends of the court very well.
Hmm.
How are you the best player that as soon as I have you go up against another good offensive player, they bust your ass? How? How? How you the best? You can't stop them. Some of them mediocre. You can't stop them. You telling me
Uh,
Let's go down the line though. We can go down the line of some people. I feel like even, and I don't want to say it like he was trash, but he don't
mhm.
get brung up a lot. But I don't see you being able to guard a David Robinson.
Mm.
I feel like Patrick Ewing could give you some work.
Yeah, that's not no crazy thing because we all know that Jokic isn't the best on defense.
Yo, what up, Daniel? But then it's like
Yo, what's up, Dane? Yep.
Shaq could throw you around. Kareem
Hmm.
would. I'm not trying to
Yep.
take that away from Jokic. I just think it's wild to be saying he's the best center of all time. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's still a good debate though.
he has gotten that conversation the best center like 2 years ago. Once he got that championship. Before that championship, nobody was even considering him the best player in the NBA until he got that championship.
You say Jokic hater.
I'm a basketball realist.
No, just fucking with you. Because yo, he got a good following. He got a good following of fans though.
No, but keep it a,
Yeah, they be.
before he won that trophy, bro. Before he had that
No,
championship.
no, 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 no. You're right. You're right. But what I'm saying is that he got a good following of fans that's gonna argue that.
Oh no, no,
Yeah,
no! It's gonna be an argument with it, and it's cool. I'm not
yeah.
mad that you think it. I'm just giving you reasons why I think it's a little crazy that you think it.
He said it's
It
a little crazy that they think
yeah,
that.
I think it's
Damn,
just a little crazy that you think that. That's a little wild.
man.
That's a little
Jokic
wild.
fans. Jokic fans. Get
Because let's talk about it. Now,
it.
say somebody is the best of all time, we start looking at the accolades, right?
Yeah, true.
We look at accolades too much.
Hmm.
Sometimes we got to stop looking at accolades. Sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and stats too. Cause like what I be telling folks is like, yo, sometimes stats can be misleading. You do know that, right?
I mean, if that's the case, Rob Horry is the best power forward of all time. Then
Telling you.
what he got 7 rings.
Yep.
He's the best power forward of all time.
Yep. For real.
Stats can be misleading, respectfully, because I mean, one Finals MVP got Chauncey Billups talking like he just one of the greatest point guards of all time.
That's a fact. Yep.
He
He
is
definitely
nowhere
do.
near the top 50.
Mm, crazy.
But one Finals MVP got him talking like he better be in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Chauncey, if you know what? I ain't even gonna go on no rant right now. But but yeah, like it's just some
Yeah.
things, bro. It's like, come on.
Hmm.
Shout out to Jokic though. Obviously, he's gonna be first team All NBA. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
you know, and that's another thing too. Stop making that a race thing. Y'all act like people don't want him to get the MVP because he white. No, first of all, he's Slovenian. We look at some of them
Yeah.
different because they overseas. But
Wow.
you
People
know,
was doing that.
I feel like it was. I don't want to put this on his name, but I feel like Perkins kind of allude.
Alluded to. Wow.
I feel like he kind of alluded to that. Like that's
Mm.
the only reason why people wouldn't give it to him because they would be considering him the top center of all time if he get the three. That's why people don't want to give him a third one.
That's what I'm saying. He won two straight. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he's saying if he get the third, then that's when people gonna be trying to make it like he the best center or something. I'm like, they already say he the best center all the time. I
Best
don't
in the. Yeah.
personally, I don't think he is, but hey, that's just me.
Yeah. Everybody got their own opinion.
What else you got?
Yeah, man. That was pretty much it. Yep. That was a good joint. Yep.
Thank you for y'all tuning in. Thanks for the new
Yeah,
sub.
appreciate y'all. Hopefully, yep. Hopefully y'all come back.
Please
And
do.
hopefully y'all might stick around and drop some like suggestions on topics or whatever. But yeah, we might not be able to be talking about no golf or nothing like that, but
I'm about to
it's
look it up.
still cool to
What's the
yeah, I'm
difference?
gonna look it up
I
too.
don't
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. But don't forget to like and subscribe
It's free.
and yeah, it's free, man. It don't hurt. And tune into the next one.
And at that point, we out.